Hey soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Lonely one west. Say what? Lonely one west. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down, boy. Till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you sucker trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit's gotten retarded since. All the dominance, one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group vibes for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they want every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since the titty bopper. But now I'm going, I'm off Patron and premium of vodka. I put extensions on the block, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready.
Shalom. It's Tuesday night. Tuesday night is Brotherhood. And like we always say, what do we always say? Brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. Tonight we're going to be talking about order, right? Most High has order in everything. There's nothing that goes on under the hand of the Most High that is not in order. Everything He does is in order. The Bible tells us that everything is done in decency and in order, right? That's the way. That's His plan. You understand what I'm saying? Just like in the UPK, we have order in the UPK. We have the Commanding General Yohana, then we have the generals under him. You got the captains under that. You got the officers, and you got the troopers. You got the students, and you got the ladies, right? That's how it is. Everything is done in order. You understand? Nothing is done out of order. Anything that is done out of order is not of the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? So now, we finally got past this voting thing, right? Yes. Everybody that got on this Biden boat is jumping for joy, happy, jumping for joy. Did you see the lady get smacked in the face with the helmet, knocked out? You understand what I'm saying? She was a Biden voter. She was a Biden boat rider. And because she was, let's say, out of order, she paid for being a Biden boat rider. understand what I'm saying? Voting is something that we don't do in the UPK. You understand? If the Most High did not choose a person to put over us, that is not of the Most High. When you go out to vote, voting is going against everything that the Most High told us. What did the Most High tell us?
Like I said, that he would elect someone from among your brethren.
He would elect someone from among our brethren. You understand? The Most High would put his right hand. He would anoint someone to be the king over us. He did not put his hand on Joe Biden. Why didn't he put his hand on Joe Biden?
Well, he's not one of our brothers. He's not one of 12 tribes.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. He's not our brother. You understand what I'm saying? And he's not our kinsman. You understand what I'm saying? And what does it say? He what else?
He's not an Israelite.
He's not an Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? So first off, it's what? It's out of order to choose someone who is not of our kinsman, who is not our brother. Right? Second off, he's not an Israelite. The Bible tells us, let's go to that scripture. Let's go to that scripture.
You want to read?
Yeah, hold on for a second. Let me get
Come on.
Let me get there. Yeah, okay. What's that scripture?
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. All Akim got it? Come.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Listen, anytime you choose someone who is not of your family, of your race, or is not your kinsman, you're putting a person who is eventually going to oppress you over you. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime you choose a people that are not your people to be your king, you're choosing somebody to oppress you. The person that you're choosing to rule you, you're choosing an oppressor. No nation can be biased in treating their nation and your nation in the same way. You understand what I'm saying? You can't choose a Chinaman and he rule over the 12 tribes in China at the same time, and he rule evenly, or he can't give a just ruling. You understand? He's always going to favor his people. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the reason why the Most High, when he created the nations, he divided the nations and gave the nations their own land and made borders. Why did he make borders?
To separate the nations.
To separate the nations. And when he separated the nations, that meant that you are not to go into this nation and you are not to go into this nation. You understand? You are not to mix and mingle with this nation. You are not to mix and mingle with this nation. What does it say? What does the scripture tell us? Once you intermingle or you marry into the other nations, you marry your sons to their daughters, and you marry your daughters to their sons, that will cause your sons to begin to go off and worship other gods. It's the same thing that Solomon did. When Solomon married the heathen women, he married Moabites and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And it caused Solomon to go off. You understand? The Most High tells us, not to intermingle. This is the reason why he put borders around us. When you choose a person to rule over you from another nation, it's not going to be a just rule. You understand what I'm saying?
Come.
So, you got that scripture? You did?
Come.
Yes, I got it. All right, go ahead and read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
It says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee. You cannot put a person from another nation to be a king over you. We just talked about it. It can't be a just rule. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
A person from another nation can't be just over you and just with his nation at the same time. We see that all the time, every day. We see that in schools.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? We see that on jobs. You understand? We see that when we go out and we bid for contracts, and you see a bunch of white people come in, and you know, oh yeah, I know they won't get it. You know why? It's not that they're better than us, but the person who's choosing is of their nature. You understand what I'm saying? When we go ahead.
It's like, sir, you see it with the law enforcement. Definitely.
It definitely with law enforcement. You understand what I'm saying? You can see a white boy chase a cop around with a knife in his hand, and the cops will not shoot him.
Right, that's right.
If he even think you got something in your boot, you shot.
Right.
If you turn and walk the other way, you're shot. If you're 50 feet away from him walking in the other direction, you're shot. I saw a video where a cop would not shoot the dude that was shooting at him, and he ended up getting shot and murdered. You understand what I'm saying? They have more patience with their own than they do with us. But the Most High says what? It says, we are a nation not desired. Zephaniah 2:1. It says, gather yourself together, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. We are the nation not desired. You understand what I'm saying? And God, the Most High, created those borders so that because we were a nation not desired, we wouldn't have to intermingle, or we wouldn't have to deal with them in that retrospect. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where you could do business with them, but we stayed inside of our borders so we could do business. But once you started going over those borders and you started to intermingle, that's what destroyed. That's where we stepped out of order. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, finish that.
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
It says, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. The Most High has to choose a king to be over us. He put his right hand on David. He put his right hand on Solomon. He put his right hand on Saul. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord chose them. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the reason why they were our kings. You understand? The Lord, the Most High put his hand on others. You understand? But this is the reason why they ruled over us, because they were chosen. You understand? The Lord did not choose President Clinton. He did not choose Abraham Lincoln. He did not choose John F. Kennedy. He did not choose Nixon. He didn't choose Obama. He didn't choose the two Bushes. He damn sure didn't choose Trump. You understand what I'm saying? And we know he didn't choose Biden. Listen, if it hasn't sunk in yet, think about it. They actually coming out of slavery in 1863. In 1870, they gave black men the right to vote, but they oppressed us in that voting. In 1965, they gave us the sole right to vote. They still tried to oppress us, but they gave us the sole right to vote. And from 1965 all the way up until 2020, how far has black people gotten? How far has the so-called Hispanic? How far has the so-called Native Indian gotten to vote? Where have we gone? You understand what I'm saying? Because go ahead.
Digressed, actually.
Exactly, digressed. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the crazy thing, right? The thing is that we've been so delusional in looking for the American dream that we really think voting is actually going to help us. I hear people say, well, if you don't vote, then you can't complain. Why not? What has voting done for us? You understand what I'm saying? Listen, they always tell us what? Our ancestors died for the right to vote. You understand what I'm saying? We have done a lot of stupid things in our life. That doesn't mean we have the right to do it. Brothers die over drugs every day. Does that mean that we need to go out here and hustle more? We need to sell more drugs because they died for the right to sell them drugs? No. Just because you do something, and I think we said this a couple of weeks ago, just because some people die for something doesn't mean that it's right. You understand what I'm saying? And we get caught up. I bet you if you go back and look at that phrase, I bet you a white person made that phrase up. Because I can't see us making up a phrase like that and looking back at how many years we voted and looking at nothing has happened, and that being something that we made up to follow that pattern. You understand what I'm saying? Because our ancestors died for it, we need to keep doing it. You understand? Our ancestors walked off the side of a mountain, so we all need to go ahead and walk off the side of a mountain. Doesn't make it right, no. It makes it stupid. And voting is a stupid thing. How can you vote? Think about it, right? Let's do this. Think about this, right? Did they choose Biden? And did they choose Trump? Right? Mm-hmm. These are not people that you chose. They got a handful of their people, and then they picked and said, you can choose from them. That's not a choice. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's not a choice. They just telling you cast your vote for one or the other. You understand what I'm saying? That's not a choice. You're never given a choice, and when it comes to voting, you're never given a choice. They choose for you and tell you to cast your vote for one or the other. That's not a choice. That's what do they call that? That's an ultimatum.
The illusion of choice
right.
is what it is.
That's right.
It gives you the illusion of inclusion, but it's an ultimatum. And what it's saying is, who do you want to continually destroy you for the next 4 years?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, finish that.
One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee.
It says, one from among thy brethren. First off, that's General Mahayman said this. That's a criteria. It has to be one from among our brethren. What does that mean, one from among our brethren? What does that mean? No, I'm saying, what does it? Go ahead.
From among us.
From among us, exactly. From among who? The Israelites, so-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Indians. That's a criteria. First off, it has to be one from among us. It has to be one from the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. It has to be from among us. Go ahead.
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
It says, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee that is not thy brother. Criteria number 2. Can't be somebody from another nation. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, it can't be a sister. Has to be a brother. You understand? And your brother is what? Your family. Your kinsman. Flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It has to be someone from in our family. Not only that, it has to be a brother. It cannot be a sister. You understand what I'm saying? A sister cannot rule over us. You understand? They said Joe Biden, what is the oldest president? Listen, at the beginning of that race, man, he didn't look as old as he looks now. I seen the sunspots on his head and everything. You understand? He looked like Mr. Burns from off of Bart Simpson, on The Simpsons. He looked like Mr. Burns. You understand what I'm saying? He's so old that if he died into like a couple of months into his presidency, who would be president?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. No, I ain't even gonna say so-called. A heathen woman.
Right.
Thou shalt have, it should be a brother, not a sister, and definitely not a heathen woman. You understand what I'm saying? what was that, the Attorney General of San Francisco? And she destroyed black men.
Yeah.
She destroyed Hispanics, had evidence that they were innocent and still set forth to prosecute innocent people. She hates blacks, Hispanics, and natives. You understand what I'm saying? So just imagine if she became president. She would totally destroy us. She hates the 12 tribes. She never, what did we say? What did we say? Wasn't that, we said that the other week that she never claimed to be a person of color all the way up until she started getting into this race? She didn't claim no black. She didn't claim, and then she don't even say black. She say woman of color.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that throws a lot of our sisters off. You understand what I'm saying? Chinese people, some of them associate themselves as people of color when it comes to affirmative action and when it comes to civil rights. We are people of color. And this is the thing that distorts us, and this is the thing that messes our people up, is the wordplay that they use. You understand? We have to stay in order. We have to choose somebody from our race, and it has to be what? From our family, our brother, not a sister. You know what I'm saying? You got more on that?
Lies, sir.
That was it?
Kanawakana.
This is the thing, that's order. You understand what I'm saying? That's total order right there. And anything that's done outside of that is not order, and it is not of the Most High. And it is actually going against the Most High. You understand? And that's what we don't do in the UPK, in the Isupk, under Command General Khan. We do not go, we do not step out of order of the Most High. You understand? So let's go to let's go to Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 14. Let me know when you got that, brother.
Kanawakana.
Everything is done in decency and in order. You understand what I'm saying? Every step that we take is done in order. Everything has to be done in order. You understand? Without order, there's what?
Confusion.
Confusion. Nothing. Chaos.
Chaos.
You understand what I'm saying? Confusion. Perfect. You understand? Everything has to be done in a particular order. You got that? You there, bro?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Repeat that again.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. What does it mean when it says where there is no counsel, the people fall? What does that mean?
I would say where people have nowhere to seek righteous decisions or determinations or solutions within society, they turn on each other, basically. It's chaos, it's or disorder.
You right there. You said the word too. That gets you there. Listen, it says where no counsel is, the people fall. Right? Just because people don't fall immediately doesn't mean that is good counsel. You understand what I'm saying? Think about the United States. Look at the way the Constitution is written, right? For years and years and years, they have been voting the same way, and everything has been done. It always seems like it's a good turnover into the next president. But look at what Trump just did, right? Look at how he caused a whole lot of confusion, right? See how everything is happening and what he's doing, and by their constitution, what he is doing is not totally wrong, which means there's a lot of confusion in there. You understand what I'm saying? When you follow, just like you said righteousness. There's only righteousness in the truth. There's only righteousness in the Most High. There's only righteousness in this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Anything other than this Bible is unrighteousness, is confusion. What you're seeing right now going on in their government is confusion. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of it, what do they call America? What is one of America's nicknames? It's something that we called it when we was little. You know what it is. What do they call it?
United States.
There you go. United States. Listen to it though. It says united. But how can something be united if these people like this and these people like that? That's not being united. The 12 tribes of Israel, Isupk is united. Because we got one law. You understand? You can either do this or do this. Well, you can't do this and this. You can only do this. You understand what I'm saying? In this state, this is legal. In this state, this is legal. In this state, this is illegal, but it's legal in this state. How can they be united if you can go to one state and do something and then it be illegal in another state? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's confusion. So just like pedophilia can be legal in this state, but not in this state. Homosexual marriage can be legal in this state, but not in this state. How is that united? That is not united. You understand what I'm saying? If these states were truly united, it would be one law all the way across the books. You understand what I'm saying? Just like when you go to certain countries, you can only do this and you can't do that. You can be beheaded. You understand what I'm saying? When you go to certain countries, being a homosexual, you getting chopped up. You understand? It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You understand what I'm saying? But you come to America, you can do anything you want. How is that united? When somebody doesn't like what you do. You understand what I'm saying? How can the United States be united if we have so many religions and customs and what do they call it? Unholy customs. You understand what I'm saying? Some people do this, some people do that, some people do this, and some people do that. You understand what I'm saying? What you first said?
The United States is chaotic.
Chaotic, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's chaotic. You understand what I'm saying? So there is no order. There is no order in the United States. You understand? There is no order. You understand? There is no order. If there was order, you wouldn't need sanctuary states. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because you can either do this or you can't. All the way around the board. You understand what I'm saying? It says, where no counsel is, the people fall. When you have poor counsel, the people are destroyed. The people fall. You understand? Look at what's going on in the streets today. You understand? People are being destroyed. Lives are being taken because there is no counsel. There is no, what you said, righteous counsel. Without righteous counsel, people fall. It says it right there. Go ahead.
But in the multitude of counselors there is safety.
What does that mean? In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Go ahead.
When you have a lot of righteous direction and a lot of spread out everywhere, you can be safe.
Safety.
Safe in the direction
When
that they're.
everybody is saying the same thing, when everybody is speaking the same thing, when everybody is following the same law, there is safety. There is safety because you know the balance and you know what you can and what you can't do all the way across the board. If the brothers come in from California to here, the same rules in California apply here. The same rules apply over there in Indianapolis, the same rules apply in Florida and so forth all the way around the board in New York. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, it says, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. When you have righteous rule, and people follow those, like we have Commanding General, Your Honor, and then you got the generals, and then you got the captains, everybody having righteous rule. We are safe. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know our bounds. We know what we are supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, we are safe no matter where we go. We know we're safe. You understand what I'm saying? You can only, righteous rule can only be found in the Isupk. There is no other group. This is why the other groups fall apart like they do. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't have righteous rule. Everybody wants to rule, and everybody wants to rule in his own way. This is why other groups don't last. This is the reason why other people fall apart. This is the reason why those groups, they come and they go. Because there is no righteous rule. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to
What you looking for?
all right, let's go to Psalms chapter 40, verse 4. Order is everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Order means everything, especially in Isupk. Order means everything. Let me know when you get there.
Got it. I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah?
right.
All right, good.
Psalms chapter 40, verse 4. All I can got it? Blessed is that man that maketh the Most High his trust.
It says, blessed is the man that makes the Most High his trust. What does that mean?
When you
Listen, what does that mean? Listen to this, right? Listen. Blessed is the man that maketh the Most High his trust. What does that mean?
Because he is steadfast.
No, listen. It says, blessed is the man that maketh the Most High his trust. Go ahead.
A man that basically accepts the truth in the Most High will be blessed. So basically, if you follow the law, statutes, commandments, that's demonstration of your acceptance and trust, and the Most High will bless you.
There you go. Listen to listen to that, right? It says, blessed is the man that makes the Most High his trust. How do you trust the Most High? How do you show your trust in the Most High? You follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what it says. You follow the Most High, you follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how you show your trust. When you go into the Christian church, they speak a good game, but they don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand what I'm saying? They don't follow the dietary law. They still eating that shrimp, crab, and that lobster. They still accepting homosexuality. You understand what I'm saying? They still got ill will against their brother. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Women preachers.
Yeah, women preachers. That's another thing right there. That's Ezekiel 34 and 31. You understand what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be. Women are not supposed to. That's 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, right? Where's that?
Is this one of them?
That's one of them, right? But Ezekiel 34:31 says that the men of the Lord, the flock of his pasture are men. Men that carry that word and that speak that word and that preach that word in those streets are men. Men are supposed to do that work. Why are men supposed to do that work? Give you a good example. That woman that got bust over the head with that helmet, and she had her ass in the house waiting for her man to come home with a warm meal, she wouldn't have got her head cracked open. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's war. You understand what I'm saying? And women don't understand war. You understand? There are no rules to war when you go out there. When we go out there and we're speaking and people get violent, you can't have a woman in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? You can't have a woman in that situation. And because you can't, and think about it, her girlfriend rolled out on her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Took off.
Took off. But these are women. And they say we can do the same thing as men do. All the way up until they get cracked over the head. And then they... You understand what I'm saying? We can do that too, all the way up until the shit hit the fan. You understand? And this is the reason why women should not be in those streets in warring with men, because these are the things that happen. Any dumb nigga that takes their woman out in the street to war with them is a dumbass.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
To have your woman out there and then get her hurt or possibly killed. You understand what I'm saying? When she should be home taking care of those warriors and those princesses. That's order. That's where she should be. It seems, what do they call it? It seems like it's chauvinistic, but it's not. It's to protect the family. The man goes out and wars to protect her. You understand? How can I protect you if you out there fighting with me? Now, I'm fighting somebody, but I'm too worried about watching you, making sure you don't get hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And in the process of watching you, I get cracked over the head and killed. Then now you get cracked over the head and killed. Now our kid's gone off the what they call it?
To be molested somewhere.
Huh?
To be molested somewhere.
Yeah, off into a social service or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's not order. Yeah. Men go out to war. Women stay home and take care of the home and wait for that warrior to come home. And, so that she can do what women do to make him feel better and make him feel secure. That's where women make us feel secure at, is in the home. Ain't nothing like coming home to a woman after a hard day, your back is hurting, and all of a sudden you coming home to a lot of love. You understand what I'm saying? That makes all of that other pain and everything go away. That's order. That's the way the Most High created the woman to be a helpmeet. You understand what I'm saying? When I go out to war, I need help when I come back to get myself back together. How do you help me get back together? You comfort me. You understand? When a man been out there grinding and been under the oppressor, with the oppressor's knee on his neck all day long, and then you come home, all you want to do is be comforted. You don't want to be out there worn, and she been out there worn too, and both of y'all come back home worn out. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right, that's right.
I ain't saying that women shouldn't work. You understand what I'm saying? But when we out there worn, she shouldn't be out there worn with us. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead, finish that.
And respecteth not the proud.
And respecteth not the proud. What does that mean? When you put your trust in the Lord and you give a righteous rule, you respecteth not the proud. Just because somebody got a lot of money or they have a lot of prestige, they don't get nothing more than a poor man gets.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You respecteth not the proud, that one who holds his head high because he got that vice president job, because he got that supervisor position.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I ain't giving you no more than the next man. I'm going to give a righteous rule. If you are wrong, you are wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what's happening right now with this Trump thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because they can't give righteous rule. The Republicans can't give righteous rule. The Democrats can't either. But the Republicans can't give righteous rule. And this is the reason why they're doing what? They're respecting the proud. Trump is proud. Go ahead.
So like I said, America is the proud because it boasts in its own achievements.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't give trust or faith in the Most High.
Exactly. And that's just like Egypt. That's just like Babylon. They boast in themselves. You understand? They stand on their own merit and not on the Most High. You understand? And that's the beginning of the destruction of any nation. So you stand on your own merit and don't stand on the trust in the Most High. That's it. What you got?
I was going to say that the oppressor will take it away from you anyway.
Hey, listen, the oppressor hasn't given us anything anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So we had nothing to be proud of. But the Republicans, they respect the proud. And this is why they're being made to look silly right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't trust in the Most High. You understand? But this is the reason why we're in the position that we're in. Why are we in the position that we're in? Because we don't put our trust in the Most High. This is the reason why we're on the bottom right now. You understand what I'm saying? But you've been out there on the streets with us. You've seen us out there. This is the reason why we come out. We go down to Lexington Market in different places all around the country to bring our people back to the Most High, to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, to put our trust in the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? Too many of us respect the proud. You understand? We respect their prestige. We respect their position. And we disrespect the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nor such as turn aside to lies.
Nor such as turn aside to lie. Listen. When somebody gives you a trinket or a gift, you'll turn aside to a lie. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it, right? All of those people who are supporting Trump, and I'm talking about the people with the position that respect him, the crowd. You understand what I'm saying? They have something to gain and something to lose. Instead of having respect for themselves and the so-called position of the United States. You understand the so-called Constitution? They respect the crowd and they'll stand behind him until they fall. You understand? They'll step out of order or out of the way things are usually done when you respect the crowd. You understand what I'm saying? Read that again.
Come. Blessed is that man that maketh the Most High his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies.
Nor such as turn aside to lies. The only way that you can be a, what is this? Listen, let me think. The only way that you can show that trust is to not turn aside to lies. You understand? Think about everything that Trump says, and think about the people that come on and agree with him. You understand? They turn a blind eye and go along with a lie than to have respect and truth. You understand what I'm saying? But this is even what our people do. For a little prestige. I mean, think about what's his name? Daniel Cameron. Think about the lies about the Breonna, what's her name, Taylor case. Think about the lies that he laid down.
That's a lie, yes, sir. Every president lies.
Every president lies.
Or has lied.
Right.
All of them.
Presidents lie.
Blatantly.
You understand? But Daniel Cameron, Attorney General for Kentucky, in that Breonna Taylor case, he's supposed to be what? He's supposed to be our kinsman. He's supposed to protect.
Or somebody. He's supposed to be upholding the truth.
He's supposed to be upholding the truth. But this is what happens when it says what? And respect of not the proud. He respects the proud. So in respecting the proud, he'll turn his back on his own people. You understand? Our women think the same thing. Our women think they're going to get something out of Kamala Harris.
No, more lies.
More lies.
That's right.
But she's not even our sister.
Right.
You understand? This is a smoke and mirror thing right here. You understand? It's different. You understand? But in this case, what are they doing? This whole pick right there with Kamala Harris is just a snake in the garden thing. When you show a woman something shiny and pretty, they automatically go for it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where you fall at. But us as the men, as the leaders of our nation, as the heads of our family, we have to wipe away, what did they say, the looking glass? Wipe away the rust from the looking glass.
Yeah.
And what's that scripture? God.
It's in the apocrypha. I can pull it.
Rusted.
Surely as iron rusted, so is your enemy's wickedness. Yes.
You know, surely as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Eventually, that wickedness will show through. But with women, it'll be too late. We have to show her. You understand what I'm saying? This is the reason why we have order. The head of Christ is the Most High. The head of man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man. You understand what I'm saying? That's order. And that's why we need order. We need men who can stand up and guide our women. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reason why God placed us over the woman, for us to guide her. Because she is easily distracted. You understand what I'm saying? Woman is easily distracted. Go ahead.
So, did you want me to pull that, sir?
Go ahead, pull it.
All right. It's hold on. It's Ecclesiastes 1. Ecclesiasticus chapter is this.
Is that 12?
12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy. That's the problem with the nation of Israel. That's the problem with the 12 tribes of Israel. We too easily, we trust our enemies too easily. They say we're going to do this for you. Think about it. Think about how the Native Indians felt. You understand what I'm saying? Trusting in their enemy. You understand what I'm saying? Think about how we've been falling for the last 400 years. Trusting in our enemy. Think about how the Hispanics lost their land. Trusting in the enemy. You understand? I mean, on 3 different fronts. They destroyed us on 3 different fronts. How were they able to destroy us on 3 different fronts?
It's like divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer, but how were they able to destroy us on 3 different fronts? At 3 different times. I mean, all around, think about it, right? All of that happened just about in the same time period. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Well, they claim to come in peace as friends and then turn around and attack.
What do they always do? They send out their wheat and they send out their church. They send out the weak, the feeble. Oh, we come in peace. They come in peace, they scout you out, then they send in the warriors to kill you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they did the Native Indians, over 177 peace treaties, and they broke every one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Year after year after year. Black people, we're going to do this for you. We're going to get it right this year. We're going to get it right this year. Think about this, right? Biden is so-called president, right? So-called president. What's going to happen? Now black people want to settle in and get comfortable. Going to get comfortable and wait 4 years. And then when you ask our brothers and sisters, well, what happened in these last 4 years?
What did he do for you?
What did he do for you?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, listen, man, it takes time. It takes time. Man, you just can't pass laws like that. It takes time. You know what I mean? You've been waiting since 1965. You feel me? You've been waiting since the 60s. How much time is it going to take? You understand what I'm saying? You got people who still believe in that Constitution. Listen. I pulled out the doctrine of exclusion last night to one of my sisters. And it like to freak her out. She like to have a heart attack. Oh, I can't believe this. Are you serious? I said, oh, read it. And when she read it, she like, oh my God. You understand what I'm saying? See, because when you sit back and you say, well, black people need to get up and do, you know what I mean? I heard that too many times, so I had to pull a card. But I had to show her in black and white. You really can't tell a woman nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to show her in black and white. Oh my, I can't believe this. You understand what I'm saying? I said, so you need to stop saying what black people need to do. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, we got people who lazy, but every nation do. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, you mean to tell me that out of all of these Dunkin' Donuts, and didn't no black people want no Dunkin' Donuts. Didn't no black people want to run a Dunkin' Donuts. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't no black people want to run a 7-Eleven or own a 7-Eleven? Not run one, but own one. Own a Dunkin' Donuts, own a 7-Eleven, own a gas station. You mean we all that lazy? You understand what I'm saying?
It's like, sir, in my time, I've seen maybe like one black-owned gas station, one black-owned liquor store.
Oh, no.
They usually get priced out.
Listen.
Even if they do scrape up their money, get the loan, they're generally frozen out where they eventually go out of business.
Jim Parker's on Liberty Heights used to be black-owned.
Right.
But look,
That's
but,
what we used to walk to all the time.
but you're talking about a football player who made tremendous amount of money. That's not
Right.
going to be the average Joe
Right.
who goes to get a bank loan or saves
But-
his money.
But in that neighborhood, it was a lot of liquor stores used to be owned by black people. It was a lot of them. You understand? But Jim Parker was the big one.
It was, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody
So-
knew about that.
Right. You know what I mean? Because that's where we used to walk down to that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let's go down to Jim Parker's, bang, right there over the behind the cigarettes. You know what I mean? And what they got there, Kennedy Fried Chicken now or something like that. You see it right there? And remember, Jim Parker's used to be right there on Walgreen corner. That parking lot. That's where Jim Parker's was, right on the corner. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I remember. You know what I mean? So, you mean to tell me we are that lazy as a nation of people? You understand? There's nobody, you know, in hidden places going up against us. There's nobody holding us back and I'm like, oh, well, and that's what I hated to hear her say every time I turn around. And I'm trying to tell her and I'm giving her, oh, here you go with that history again. Here you go with that history again. So I said, no, I got you this time. I said, let me show you something. I said, pull this up on your phone. And when she pulled it up on her phone, she couldn't believe it. I said, you always thinking black people lazy. It ain't got nothing to do with being lazy. After 400 years of building this country up, we deserve to be lazy. You feel me? Where we at?
I can finish off the scripture, sir.
Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
For like it's so is iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Just like we said, right? Like I told you before, we used to work with a lot of iron at my old job. And what we used to do was I worked the lathe machine and the lathe will shine it up till you can see your face in it like glass, right? But if you didn't dip it in oil or this solution, a few hours later, all of a sudden you start seeing rust spots coming up on it. So is iron rusted, so is wicked. Eventually, the true look of that thing is going to show through. Eventually, the evilness of the people, see, and that's another problem with our women, is that if one person does, and this is a lot about people, I'm not even going to say just the women. If one white person or one heathen does something good for our people, oh no, they're not bad at all.
Yeah.
They're not bad at all. No, all the people not bad. All of them, no, that's wrong with it. You can say that. You understand what I'm saying? One thing. But we can do something nice for people as a group, and they still vilify all of us. We are all vilified. When the police pull you over, regardless of how nice you are, you're evil to them. You could murder them, so I have to murder you first. You understand what I'm saying? So is iron rusted, so is their wickedness. Listen, this is the problem with our people. Just like you said before, we have too much love for our enemy, right? That love for our enemy distorts our eyes. Let's say we can wipe away that. Read that again. The top.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Go ahead.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as though thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
There you go. You understand? The real him is going to show through. He croucheth and waiteth for you. You understand what I'm saying? They waiting to destroy you. This is what they live for. You understand what I'm saying? But it's no order. We have to be in order. The reason why we're being destroyed like this is because we are out of order. Because we don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Because we want to follow the customs and culture of the United States. Because we want to be up under the Constitution. When you want to be under a constitution that was not written for you, you will be destroyed. Because why? You are out of order. Why? Because you don't follow the constitution that the Most High gave you, and that's these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? This is our law. This is our constitution right here. You understand? Every nation has their constitution. Every nation has what they perceive to be order. This is our order right here. This tells us everything to do, what to do, what not to do, what to eat, what not to eat, how to deal with the other nations, how not to deal with the other nations. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's order. You understand what I'm saying? This Constitution of the United States, these laws and these customs and these cultures of the United States says that a man can marry a man. A woman can marry a woman. You can marry an animal. You understand what I'm saying?
Come.
You can be a pedophile in some states. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, we seen an article the other day that in what is that, in the UK, that they say they trying to lower the pedophilia.
They're trying to lower the age of consent.
12.
I don't know if it was that low.
12. It was either 12 or 14. No, it was 12. It's 14 now. Or is it either 14 or 15 now? But they're trying to lower it to 12. They want it to be at 12. What does a 12-year-old know about life? You understand what I'm saying? What can a 12-year-old tell you about life? You understand what I'm saying? But you want to make molesting a 12-year-old child legal. Come on now. How can you? And did you hear? You saw that?
I saw part of the interview.
That was a heathen white woman, right?
Yes.
How can you come on a TV with a straight face and talk about it like it's okay? You understand what I'm saying? That's how you know a nation of people is evil. That's how you know a nation of people is your enemy. That's how you know a nation of people is out of order. You understand what I'm saying?
Come.
That's how you know a nation of people is out of order. You understand? And so as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Listen, all of their wickedness is beginning to show through.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that we in the Isupk didn't see it. We already knew. But now, you know, our brothers and sisters are starting to see it. You understand what I'm saying? They are starting to notice. You understand? But a lot of us continue to follow them. As long as we continue to follow them, we'll be continually destroyed. You feel me? Yeah. Let's go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It says my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What is it to be destroyed? To be torn apart. To be disemboweled. To be ripped apart. What's the old English word that they use? To be severed. I can't think of it. But anyway, to be torn apart, to be destroyed, broken up. We are broken people. You understand? Mm-hmm. We are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. What's the knowledge? What's the knowledge? What's the knowledge, brother?
Knowledge is whatever the Most High say. Most High is saying to you.
Right. And what is that? Law, statutes, and commandments.
Yes, sir.
That's it. You understand what lot of people think about it. To me, right, being in the UPK, it is only one knowledge. It is only one knowledge. None of these other things none of these other so-called things of knowledge has gotten our people anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? None of these Islam, Christianity, none of the schooling in the world. Look, all of the, think about this. And I don't want to put our black women on the line or on the chalk line, right? But a lot of them think that they're going to prosper with getting all of this knowledge from our oppressor. You understand? Getting all of this book knowledge and things like that. And a lot of times they go through all of these years of schooling only to get shunned out. You understand? You can't do a thing with the knowledge. And when they do get that knowledge, and when they do get it, and they get to use it, it usually is being used to go against our own people. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not even really a knowledge. It's a usable tool that's always used against us. Daniel Cameron, you understand? He's destroying black people. You understand? Look at all of the black mayors, black commissioners, black city councilmen, and look at all of these poor urban cities all around the country that have black mayors and everything, and still are continually being destroyed. You have black mayors that are funding white police to kill black people. You understand what I'm saying? That's not order. You understand? They have all of the power to use it against their own people. You understand what I'm saying? What does the Most High say about that? He says, all right, let me think. If it's in your power to do good, not to deprive, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing. If it's in your power to do good, let me find that scripture. But go ahead, finish that.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Because we have rejected knowledge, he will reject us. Listen, every time you reject the Most High, you go against what the Most High said, the Most High will go against you. This is the reason why a lot of our people get that quick high and that long fall. Because they reject the knowledge of the Most High to take on the knowledge of and the customs and culture of that other nation that they're not supposed to intermingle or marry. When you take on the customs and culture of another nation, you marry in that nation to yourself. You setting your law, statutes, and commandments to the side and taking on their laws, their customs, and their culture. You understand what I'm saying?
Like mixing with races. Like mixing with races.
Yeah, mixing with races.
Oh, so like, sir, I also got that other article.
You got that who?
The article about the pedophilia law in California.
Go ahead, you want to read that?
If you want.
Go ahead, read that.
All right, this is Associated Press. California Governor Gavin Newsom on Friday signed a law that would give judges a say on whether to list someone as a sexual offender for having oral or anal sex with a minor.
What's the difference?
He said,
Think about it, right? What's the difference? Sex is sex, right? But see how they categorize it, and then they start breaking it up, and then they start making you really think. If you say something, what did they say the other night? What did I hear the other night? I heard, Kawan, Officer Kawan, he was talking about it last night. If you say, if you tell a lie enough times, if you keep telling that same lie over and over and over again, Eventually people are going to believe it. He said last night, he said that was the same thing that Hitler used with his minister of propaganda. You keep telling the same lie over and over and over again, eventually that lie is going to become the truth in people's minds. And then they're going to be behind you, even though you're telling a lie. Think about what Trump did to these people. He told lies over and over and over again, so much so that now a lot of these people believe that, oh, this so-called, voting thing was rigged. You understand what I'm saying? It was rigged. You understand? I don't trust voting any goddamn way. It's always rigged to me. You understand what I'm saying? But
Salaki, sir. What people don't pay attention to is that there's voter fraud in every election.
right.
No election has gone without fraud and ballots being tossed away. And actually, when the voting booths, before they moved to the paper ballots, they didn't even count paper ballots. They only count paper ballots. It has to be within a certain margin before they go to the paper ballots.
Right.
So they never counted those anyway. And in every election, I remember seeing Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and dead people voting. That happened every election ever since I can remember. So to say that is not saying anything new.
Right. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? You got some more on that?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, read.
The bill would expand the discretion currently granted judges in statutory rape cases and was promoted as bringing fairness under the law to LGBTQ defendants.
Stop. How can statutory rape be, how can you use fair in statutory rape in any kind of way?
This place is wicked.
Wicked.
That's right.
This is Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand what I'm saying? When you begin to make wicked things look good and good things look wicked, when you speak against sodomy, when you speak against homosexuality, you're wrong, you're evil. But when you speak for it, you're good. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is totally out of order.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? This place is totally out of order. And if you're not in the UPK, you can't really tell. You ever heard somebody say, well, it ain't bothering me, so I don't have nothing to do with it?
Right.
That's people that are blind.
Right.
You understand? That's people that are not in order. If you're not in the UPK, you are not in order. Think about this, right? Malcolm X. I meant Malcolm X. Malcolm X, when he first started out, he was for separatism, right? He was for being separated. He was for being the races being apart, right? We went to Mecca, and what did he see?
It's like, sir, he said he saw white people with blonde hair and blue eyes praying just like him.
Right. Think about this, right? When you come into a white business and you working in a white business, what do? What do? You do as the Romans.
Oh.
Right?
Come on.
Get your shit in order. If you go over there with all of these brown colored people and you try to raise hell as a blue-eyed, blonde-haired devil, what's going to happen?
They're going to kill you.
They're going to kill you. So what do?
You
You
conform.
do as the Romans.
They conform.
You conform. So he was deceived when he went over there and saw that, because they had no power over there. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to conform. So when he came back, he had in his mind that, oh, there are some good white people. No, there are not. White people conform when the odds are against them. This is what they do. Until they get a whole gang of them, And then they come at, have you ever seen a white person just come at you and him one-on-one? Have you ever seen a white man come at a black woman, right? Because the odds are in his favor. But you rarely see a white man come straight at a black man. That's rare. Unless he knows he has the advantage. If he has a gun, but with hands, you won't see it. It's a rare thing unless you're in a boxing ring. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. And then when they are outnumbered, they are humble. You understand? And that's where Malcolm X, because of the lack of knowledge, you understand? Because of his lack of understanding, he was deceived. You understand what I'm saying? He would work with anybody when he came back. I'm going to work with anybody who works with us, no matter what color. You understand what I'm saying?
Color.
He made me, listen, before I came to UPK, I was on him. You know what I mean? And then it was just, it kind of hurt me, like, once you start coming back and then you like, oh, we can work with white people. Nah, it don't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was still on them though, you know what I mean? But that white people working with them. You understand what I'm saying? Because of a lack of knowledge, because he was not in order, he was easily deceived. And then these are the things that happen, just like their group, the Nation of Islam, destroyed. Why? Because they wanted to work with the oppressor. General Mahmoud did he pulled the thing up where Malcolm X gave a clip and talked about that the Nation of Islam sat down with
the KKK.
The KKK and the white supremacists to work out a deal between them. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And anytime you sit down and work out a deal where you can get paid alongside of them, you are destroyed. That Nation of Islam was destroyed from the beginning. You understand? A lack of knowledge. When you trust your enemy, and that was the one good thing that I liked about Malcolm X, especially when they had that clip and they was trying to make him roll. He kept saying, no, I would never do that. Remember that? You heard that? Remember that?
Yeah.
They had that. They had the voice video. You know, he made me proud that day. You know what I mean? Because I was on Malcolm X. And he ain't roll over. You know what I mean? Because you can get a nigga anytime like that. You know what I mean? You can get a nigga anytime. This is the reason why you gotta be in this Isupk, but we don't roll like that.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? We follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the laws tell us, trust not thine enemy. Who is our enemy? Our enemy is the oppressor, Esau, that white man, and the heathen nation. Think about this, right? Let me try to come to you. It says, amen. Got it right. The nations, it says Micah 4:11. It says, now also many nations are gathered against thee. All of the nations are gathered against us. You understand what I'm saying? Which means what? We have to do what? Gather yourself together. Yea, gather yourself together, O nation I desire. We are the nation I desire. And every nation is gathered against us to destroy us. There is no nation that did not have us in captivity. Every nation prospered off of us. Every nation got spoils off of us. Every nation has grown because of us. You understand what I'm saying? Never think that they went into Africa and they stole from Africans. They stole from us. That's why they over there battling for that land over there now. And then they stuck some white people right there in the middle of it. They stole from us, and they battling over the land that we supposed to be in. We can't go back to that land until we bring our people together. We come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. And with that, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General Yohana. I'm going to turn the class over to Priest Officer Nawar.
Real heavy, man, real heavy.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10. It means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayashra. 1/10 of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. It is a free will offering for priests. It is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. I believe it's Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication, December the 9th, and it lasts for 8 days.
First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 through 61.
Remind Akim and Akwathim to check for social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, headband, pants, or scarf. And with that, I'm going to give one person to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatha,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatha.
Yahweh Batah, class dismissed.
You gotta learn how to do that.
was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Legs to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.